about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. And as I was watching content about our Dallas Cowboys, I stumbled across a segment from a joyless episode of Speak. During that segment, Keyshawn Johnson, Paul Pierce, and TJ Houshmandzadeh were speaking about the differences between the Dallas Cowboys moves compared to teams in our division. That conversation then switched to Dak Prescott and if he would be ready to lead our Dallas Cowboys by the start of the 2025 NFL season after suffering a season-ending hamstring injury last year. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're gonna do. We're gonna come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to the first clip from FS1's Speak.
I don't worry about Dak Prescott because we're not dealing with a Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts type quarterback in these situations. This will probably make him even a much better quarterback from the pocket than he's been in the past because every injury that he's had that I can think of outside the finger has been the lower part of his body. And so now he knows that he's got to stand in there a little bit longer now to deliver the football and not be so herky-jerky and trying to get out of the pocket. He's got to actually stand in there, take the shots, look down the gun barrel, and deliver the football. So I think he'll be much better than he was a year ago. Just because this injury is going to help him.
I swear, Cowboys Nation, don't it feel good to watch Speak and get some real football takes? Doesn't it just feel wonderful, Cowboys Nation, not having to worry about hearing someone parrot another person's takes all because their workplace situationship? But anyway, Keyshawn Johnson is correct in his assessment of Dak Prescott, Cowboys Nation. We're not talking about a quarterback that relies solely on his legs. As Cowboys Nation is fully aware, Dak Prescott is more of a traditional pocket-style quarterback. Brian Schottenheimer would not be using him in the run game. There won't be too many quarterback sneaks like you see from Jalen Hurts. There damn sure won't be quarterback design runs for Dak Prescott like you see with a Jaden Daniels or Lamar Jackson. What we need Dak to do is just stand tall in the pocket and only use his legs when there's green grass in front of him or it's absolutely necessary. But jumping into the second clip I got for you, TJ Houshmandzadeh gives his take on the Dak Prescott injury and if he'll be ready for the 2025 NFL season. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that so we can come back and talk about it. Roll the clip.
It's a hamstring. Like, they trying to act like...
Yeah, it was a hamstring off the bone, though.
Yeah, but that's 2.5, 3 months. I did that. And so he gonna be in OTAs. He's gonna participate in OTAs. And so...
I don't even sound right, that hamstring off the
yeah,
bone.
like...
The meat off the bone.
Whoa. To me, it's not his elbow, it's not his shoulder, it's nothing with that right arm, so he's going to be fine. The thing with it, when Dak Prescott makes $60 million a year, the expectation is to play like you're making $16 million a year. The expectation is I don't care who Philly is getting. I don't care what Washington has done. We got $60 million in Dak. And so that's what it should be.
Right.
That's what you paid him for.
Yeah.
Like,
Paul Pierce was like, whoa, when he said meat off the bone. But anyway, these guys be cutting up over on Speak. But anyway, TJ Houshmandzadeh is somewhat correct in his assessment, Cowboys Nation. We should not give a damn what the Philadelphia Eagles or Washington Commanders are doing. The Dallas Cowboys should be worried about what the Dallas Cowboys are doing or not doing. There's been an issue with the Dallas Cowboys offseason movements for a long time, Cowboys Nation. These movements, or lack thereof, have been an issue that has hurt this team for many seasons. Last year should have shown the Cowboys front office that their philosophy's not working and something needs to change. One thing I don't agree with them on is his take about Dak Prescott getting paid $60 million, so all the pressure should be on his shoulders. We'll get into that more during my Raw and Uncut portion, so make sure you stick around for that. But in the last clip, TJ Houshmandzadeh continues with his take. So let's take a listen to what he has to say so we can come back and unpack this Raw and Uncut. So, Cowboys Nation, let's roll the clip.
You just said the Eagles are trying to get better by trading for Myles Garrett. And we up here wondering, are the Cowboys going to sign Micah Parsons? That's the difference. The Eagles, they're not resting on a Super Bowl title. They're trying to improve. I don't know if the Cowboys make the playoffs. They're going to be behind Philly for sure. They're going to be behind Washington for sure.
Fighting the Giants for third.
And so now...
And there's other teams in the NFC.
And there's other teams in it. Detroit Lions going to get Hutchback.
Green Bay, Detroit,
Green Bay,
Minnesota.
the Rams, the Niners, the Vikings. Like, there's just so many teams. And so I don't even know participate in the whole offseason. Is it going to matter?
Yeah.
And I believe he'll be ready to, I believe he'll be ready to go.
Right.
But everybody else is improving. And we sitting up here talking about, are they going to sign their best player?
Really, TJ Houshmandzadeh? The 49ers? We had a better record than the 49ers this year. The 49ers are currently doing a fire sale. They're getting rid of Debo. They're talking about getting rid of Ayuk. But anyway, TJ Houshmandzadeh is right about one thing. The two top teams in the NFC East are doing what they need to do in order to get better. The Washington Commanders are in talks with attaining Debo Samuels from the San Francisco 49ers, and the Philadelphia Eagles are apparently in the Myles Garrett sweepstakes. That's if the Cleveland Browns want to trade him away. But y'all ready for this Raw and Uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Last night, Sports Junkie and myself were talking about if the Dallas Cowboys would be better this year, and I go on record to say yes. I feel that just by getting the players back that we lost to season-ending injuries, the Dallas Cowboys would be better by default. Having a coaching staff that's committed itself to the run would make this team better than it was under a Mike McCarthy-led team. Keyshawn Johnson took it a step further and said that he feels Dak Prescott will be better, and I have to agree with him on that. But in order for the team to be better, the front office is going to have to not do the same old thing that they've done in the past, Cowboys Nation. But what I hope the 7-10 season last year did for our Dallas Cowboys is I hope that it opened the eyes of Steven and Jerry Jones to the fact that how they've been conducting business is not succeeding on the football field. It may be gaining revenue, it may be gaining money for the franchise, but it's not translating into wins on the football field. It's not translating into hardware in the trophy case. I hope they know that doing more with less, that approach is not the right approach for winning football games. There was no contending NFL team in the championship games who were talking about doing more with less. When those teams saw holes in their roster, they went to free agency and they made moves to better the team. The Dallas Cowboys have been known to not make moves to better the team. They've been known to make moves for bargain bin players in order to plug leaks on the roster. Some moves that they made weren't even used, i.e. Trey Lance or Dalvin Cook. The Dallas Cowboys' moves have not been calculated nor skillful, which has been an issue for us for years, Cowboys Nation. While those other contending teams are making moves to better their respected teams, the Dallas Cowboys are stumbling and fumbling, wondering if they will sign their best player to the team, which is Micah Parsons. They haven't even pressed a button to restructure Dak or CeeDee Lamb's contract in order to generate more money for the cap so we could be players in free agency. They have to change it up, Cowboys Nation. But TJ Houshmandzadeh spoke about the expectations of Dak Prescott now that he's the highest paid NFL player and quarterback in the league. And I feel this is where Cowboys fans go wrong, Cowboys Nation. Some Cowboys fans understand that it's a team sport and the success of the team should not solely be the responsibility of one man. There's 52 other men on this roster for a reason, Cowboys Nation. The expectation of Dak Prescott is to be an elite quarterback 24/7, 365. Dak Prescott needs to be elite on the football field. Dak Prescott needs to be elite off the football field. Dak Prescott needs to raise his teammates' level of play up. Dak Prescott needs to run more. Dak Prescott needs to throw throw his receivers open instead of them creating separation, or the coach scheming the wide receivers open? Dak Prescott needs to do and say more during press conferences. Dak Prescott should have taken a team-friendly deal to get more pieces on the team. At some point, accountability needs to be taken by the front office as well as other players on this team. Dak should not be the sole player accepting responsibilities for this team's failures or success. No quarterback should be responsible for the entire team's success or failures. This is a team sport for a reason, Cowboys Nation. Some Cowboys fans will listen to Jerry Jones when he says, "We'll go as far as Dak takes us," and then run with it. They take it in a literal sense, Cowboys Nation. The thing is, if Jerry and Stephen Jones would just try to surround Dak Prescott with superior talent, maybe you would get a different result than what we've gotten. Some fans will say that Dak had the talent on his roster, but he choked. The same talent that those fans would gladly trade for an A.J. Brown or a Devontae Smith. They talk about aging players as if they're still in their prime or something, which that's not the case, Cowboys Nation. Players that have gone through their NFL careers and are now in the twilight of said careers. Players who have suffered multiple injuries during their careers, but some fans think that they're good enough and Dak should be able to take them to the promised land, all the while complaining about the coaching and play calling. Make it make sense to me, Cowboys Nation. But as far as the topic on Speak, I have a feeling that Dak Prescott's going to come back with a vengeance this year, Cowboys Nation. If the Dallas Cowboys front office does its due diligence and acquires the talent needed, I feel this team can make some moves during Brian Schottenheimer's first year being the Dallas Cowboys head coach. I don't expect this team to make it to the Super Bowl this upcoming year, but I do see them being legitimate contenders during Brian Schottenheimer's tenure as the Dallas Cowboys head coach, and the fact that him and the offense have a great rapport is so positive. So, Cowboys Nation, take this upcoming year as the training wheels year. If you expect the Dallas Cowboys to make it to the playoffs and we don't, you're gonna get pissed. If you expect the Dallas Cowboys to be super aggressive in free agency and they don't, you're gonna be super pissed. If they don't draft the guy that you want, you will be frustrated. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Let them show you through their actions. Actions speak louder than words. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. What do you feel about Dak Prescott being ready for the 2025 NFL season? Do you place all the expectations on Dak, or do you realize that there's other pieces on this team that should dictate success as well? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comment section. But if you're digging this content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video and please consider sharing it with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan. We are that close to 10K and I need your help in doing it. But if you're DC for life and you're wanting the Dallas Cowboys to show you that they mean business this year, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdown, draft coverage, or Madden 25 or college football 25 gameplay. I hate to say it, Cowboys Nation, but it was truly refreshing to watch Speak without Joy Taylor there. The segment was more informative. It was more insightful. There was no walking back takes because a coworker gave you a side eye. There was no annoying yelling or degrading players because of the team that they play for. It was 100% football conversation. FS1, keep it this way. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.